Hello, everyone. This is Gilgamesh. And today we're looking at Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 14. And it says, Kabsi mera'ah livet Yerushalayim. Lama'an tivasei ad matai talin bakirbek machashavot omeh. And this roughly translated is, wash out evil from your heart, Jerusalem, that you may be saved. How long will she lodge the night in your heart? Thoughts of your evil. Let's take this one apart a little bit. The first one here comes from the root kavas, which means to full or to clean clothes by treading or kneading and beating them. This is a feminine singular imperative, PL form. In the PL form, it means this idea of cleaning clothes, but it also can be used metaphorically, as it is here, to clean your thoughts and your spirit. And so that is part of what happens here. You'll notice this little yod on the end here indicates that it is a feminine singular imperative. Then we have our mem here, which is the preposition from, ra'ah, which is the word for evil, presented here in a feminine form. Then we have lev, which is heart. And we have the feminine second person pronominal suffix on here, your heart. Wash from evil your heart, meaning wash out the evil from your heart. And then we have Yerushalayim here, which is here as a vocative, meaning it is a noun of direct address. This is the one that is being spoken to here, is Jerusalem. She is the one being commanded to wash the evil from her heart. Cities are often referred to in the feminine, as it is here. Lama'an, for the sake of, or because. And then this word here, you'll notice it's quite similar to the imperative here, but this one's not imperative. This is just a second feminine singular. It's actually a nephal here. The yod on our root has changed to a vav. And the root here is yasha, which means help or salvation or saving. You will be saved. The feminine third person form and the second person form are actually identical. And in context here, it only makes sense that this is a second person form. And so that makes it very similar to our imperative up here. To make an imperative, you simply drop this tav off the beginning of your form. And so it's going to look somewhat similar to our imperative. Because this is a nephal, it is a passive, so it is to be saved. So it's saying here that if she washes the evil out of her heart, therefore she will be saved. Then we turn it into a question here, ad matai. This sort of goes together as a phrase, meaning how long or until when. Then we have here talin. Lean is a fun little word here. It means to spend the night, to stay overnight. It generally has a sense of like camping out in a temporary place, maybe at an inn, maybe at a campsite, but this is somewhere to spend the night. Here we are back to this being a third person feminine singular, so she will spend the night. Ba in perev. Perev is the inward parts, the bosom. I'm avoiding saying heart because we had the different word for heart up here, but it can mean basically the heart, the bowels, the inward part. The idea is it comes from a root which means to be close in your inward part, in your bowels, in your bosom. So she's spending the night in the midst of you, or in the middle of you. And then who is the subject? The subject is what comes next here, makashavot. So makashava is a word which comes from root hashev, which means to think. And so this is a thought or an intent. It can also mean by extension a plan. Here we have it as a feminine plural, which is odd because this appears to be the subject and we have a feminine singular verb, but here we appear to have a plural subject. So the grammar doesn't quite line up as we would expect it to, but thus it is. This is a construct here. So thoughts of, oneh, your event. Now there is a word here that is spelled with an ayin rather than an aleph that means iniquity. And it's easy to get this one confused with that one, but this word is a little bit different root here. It means something possibly dealing with magic. You'll see here an evil power or magic. It also can mean a disaster, still with a magical connotation, perhaps. People who are ones who think about this are sorcerers. People who have thoughts of this kind of oven are a sorcerer. It can also mean deception. It can also refer to idolatrous cults. So these are thoughts of your evil magical practices. How long will these thoughts of your evil magical practices spend the night in your heart? Is what it's asking here. So that's our verse today. If you found this interesting, please like and subscribe. Join us over on Discord, ring the bell, all those fun things, and we'll see you in the next one.